As most you know in this room, I represent Minnesota's 8th Congressional District. It's the home to the Iron Range. We've been mining iron ore for 145 years, safely. We won 2 world wars. The iron ore that we mine makes 80+% of the United States steel. It's an important part of the United States. Mr. Gonsalves, it's great to see you again. You know very well how important President Trump's Section 232 tariffs are, not just to our domestic steel industry, but specifically my constituents in northern Minnesota. Frankly, I don't think there is a single congressional district in the entire country where the Section 232 tariffs have had a larger impact. The Section 232 tariffs saved the Iron Range and saved our domestic steel industry. As you alluded in your written testimony, while President Biden kept the first Trump administration Section 232 tariffs in place for steel, in reality, these tariffs looked quite different. Luckily, virtually on day one after returning to office, President Trump took decisive action to fully reinstate and strengthen these tariffs. Can you expand upon how the Section 232 tariffs today look different than they did under the prior administration?
Yeah. Congressman Stalwart, very nice to see you here. It's a great pleasure to see and to have this interaction with you here at the Steel Caucus. Minnesota is key for the sustainability of the steel business in this country and to bring manufacturing back to America. The system now is serious. Exemptions were eliminated. Exclusions are not allowed. But the countries that like to dump here in the United States, they are resourceful, and they will continue to keep trying. And we need the Congress of the United States, the House, particularly the Steel Caucus, to resist.
I appreciate that. I just want to be crystal clear. Under the Biden administration, there was 31 countries that had exemptions for 232. That's the 27 in the European Union, Brazil, South Korea, Argentina, and Australia. Today, under the Trump exemptions, or Trump tariffs, rather, there's one country, it's the UK. You also note in your testimony that while these tariffs are in place, other manufacturers who utilize steel have not fully embraced domestic steel and continue to try to rely on foreign supply chains and continue to seek exemptions from these tariffs. Can you please expand upon this? What can Congress do to address this in your view?
The level the playing field 2.0 is a good start. We would appreciate the bipartisan support to pass this legislation and to get this thing implemented and enforced. That's how it works. Right. It's not protectionism. It's self-defense. It's national security.
Well said.
That's what
Thank
we
you.
need to do.
Mr. Burt, great to see you again as well. In addition to growing this economy, increasing our demand for domestic produced steel, steel that, of course, uses taconite from northern Minnesota, the Trump administration is supporting our domestic industry by cutting red tape and revisiting burdensome regulations put forth by the Biden administration. Notably, under President Trump and Administrator Lee Zeldin's leadership, the EPA is revisiting the national emission standards for hazardous air pollutants put forth under the Biden administration that impact several different aspects of domestic steelmaking. The Biden EPA air standards were simply unworkable and likely would have pushed more of our steelmaking overseas. Can you shed some more light on the impact of these revised air standards along with other ways that you see this administration's reduction of red tape benefiting and growing our domestic steel industry?
Well, first, thank you.
Quick answer, if you would, Mr. Burt.
Yeah, thank you very much for your advocacy for the steel industry. You've been absolutely awesome. I'd say this about this, that the prior EPA rules were in many ways not technologically achievable. You just couldn't do it. And in some ways, not even justified by science. So this fresh look at what's possible and what's impossible really means a lot. So we have an opportunity to actually take a closer look and see what we can do. Along the same lines, as we're doing massive investments, we appreciate any help that we can get relative to the permitting process to expedite those things. We do our best, our very best, to be great corporate citizens and making sure that we fully comply with the environmental laws and regulations. So the Trump administration and with your advocacy has been really remarkable. We're really delighted with this last change that was made so that we have time to do compliance and protect the jobs and the workers that are there.
Thank you very much. I yield back.